After Baker Mayfield's 96-yard dagger delivered another painful loss to Lake Travis, Westlake looks to bounce back against another neighborhood nemesis, Austin High. New coach Mike Rosenthal and his Maroons are out of the playoff picture after last week's 44-3 loss in Del Valle. For Westlake, tonight it's about getting back on the winning track and gearing up for a playoff run. Two heated rivals, one with playoffs ahead and the other with nothing to lose. It's Westlake and Austin High. That's coming up next.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at WHSTEC.com or by phone at 474-5664.
The sights and sounds of Westlake football live in downtown Austin. It's Westlake and Austin High, and my name is Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell, Abe Garcia, and Matt Nader in just a moment. And it has been a thrilling 2012. And one thing that we do know, John, as we welcome you into our augmented UFCU broadcast booth here underneath the visiting press box here at House Park. Again, I'm Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell. A park that was built early in the 20th century, still standing strong and still staying strong, despite the fact that we just have to adjust to it. Nothing will change House Park, right, John?
That's right. House Park is a special place to call a game, to play a game, to see a game, and it's always special when it's Westlake and Austin High. And we don't get the view of downtown like we normally do, but still going to be a special game against Westlake and Austin High to close out the year.
With that, we send it down to the field. Guys, not too far away from us. In fact, well, I would say right now, Abe, I could probably hit you on about a 25-yard slant route.
If you got the arm.
Yeah, I do have the arm. No doubt about that. I do have the arm.
Well, Joe, you know, with being labeled as the trap game, letdown game here, last game of the regular season, going into Hendrickson playoff game next week, I'm down here with Matt Nader. Matt, what do you think Westlake needs to do to avoid that quote-unquote letdown game going into the playoffs next week?
Yeah, well, I think this is going to be a big challenge and test for the Chaparrals. You know, they're coming off from a devastating loss to Lake Travis, the rivalry team. These guys are going to remember that for a long time. And Hendrickson will be able to evaluate that game. You know, on the side of Austin High, if they get a glimpse of hope, they're going to take it. You know, this is their playoff game, and if they win it, this will be the state championship for these guys.
Tell them we'll have to wait.
You know,
we'll have to wait. Do it at halftime. We'll do it at halftime. Going into highlights, it'll be perfect.
There you have it, Joe.
Thank you very much. We pause 60 seconds for the national anthem. We'll kick it off here live from House Park. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at WHSTEC.com or by phone at 474-5664.
A fabulous live rendition at a high school game. It's senior night here for Austin High, and it's not done yet. A very, very beautiful rendition. You'll hear the crowd swell. I'm Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell, Matt Nader, and Abe Garcia down on the sidelines. Again, your starting lineups presented by Ticket City. They've been providing fans an unforgettable experience for all sports and championship events for over 21 years. Visit ticketcity.com. Call 1-800-SOLD-OUT for great deals on great seats. Ticket City, your local source for tickets nationwide. We go to the starting lineups as Westlake has won the toss, and they will elect to receive. We'll meet the Chaparral offense first across the offensive line. It'll be tackles Judge Finley, left guard Silas Connolly, The center is Bobby Dwyer. The right guard is Taylor Works. And the right tackle is Will Copa, along with the tight end, Zach Dansby. We'll see several receivers in the starting lineup core. Brandon Box along with Patrick Elliott. John Rhodes has taken over in that A or T receiver, depending on the formation. We'll also see Sean Rawlings take some snaps at receiver as well. We'll also see him take some snaps at quarterback. In quarterback position, Jordan Sievert, 6'4", 218-pound junior, 112 of 203. Good for 55% on his completion rating, 1,596 yards through the air, 16 touchdowns, the 7 interceptions, and he does have 264 yards rushing, average just over 3.5 yards per carry. And in the backfield, Keith Carter, along with the halfback, Chris Cantor, a pair of seniors getting the start. And, of course, you can't forget about Alex Chavez, but very interesting to see Sean Rawlings put into action here. Might see some of the wild chap again, as Sean Rawlings has battled some injuries, especially with concussions. We get a chance to also meet the Austin High defense, and for the Austin High Maroons across the defensive line, the ends are Matt Jones and Steven Weinberger, 2 returning seniors along that starting lineup. Robert Navejas is the defensive tackle, and you'll meet the rest of the defense here in just a moment, as kicking off here for the Austin High Maroons will be, and the kickoff goes from left to right here. And it was Drew Schimberg that kicked it off for the Maroons. 8 yards deep in the back of the end zone. It will be the Chaparral offense to start at their own 25-yard line. And for the Maroons, across the linebacking core, and they've got a smattering of linebackers to choose from. Again, it's Dorian Claiborne along with Brandon Ybarra and Alex McCracken. On the outside is Mason Choate. Desmond Barrett is the left corner. Mason Hamburg is the rover. Chris Elizondo is the free safety. And DeMille Jones, 5'10", 160-pound senior, mans the right corner. Westlake in their road white jersey tops with the blue numerals trimmed in red, the silver helmet with the red block W on the side, and the red pants. Back to pass is Jordan Sievert, and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 15-yard line, a huge play right off the bat for the Maroon defense. And getting back into the backfield for the Maroons is on the first play of the game is Dorian Claiborne, the 5'11", 190-pound junior. Just a great play, and actually they're going to down Jordan Sievert inside the 20-yard line at the 18. So a huge loss of 6 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 17. The Austin High Maroons in their home maroon jerseys with the white numerals, the white pants, and the maroon helmet with the blocked Austin High A on the side. Cantor going in motion out of the backfield, and early movement for the Chaparrals as things have not started cleanly for the Westlake Chaparrals. A lot of noise here in House Park, in the friendly confines, if you will, in a ballpark that was built in the 1920s. Plays home, as we can only do it here in Austin, downtown Austin, the site for high school football here on the final week of the regular season, John.
Yeah, coming into this game, I was thinking Westlake playing really good on defense. Offense is playing okay, but the big key tonight that I want to see from this Westlake offense is no mistakes. Already a false start. I want to see the ball not be on the ground, limit the interceptions and the penalties.
And Jordan Sievert on second down. The handoff will be a delay to Cantor. Cantor across the 10-yard line out to the 12, and he manages the 12-yard line. And a correction there on the starting lineup. Garrett Willis, the 6'8", 314-pound senior, getting the start at right tackle. A nice tackle there by the Austin High Maroons. And for the Maroons, they've set up third down and very long, as the first down marker here just outside the 35-yard line.
And this is an Austin High defense. Gave up 44 points to Del Valley last week. Gave up 42 to Anderson and 38 in a loss to Bowie. That's not great, but 14 points given up to Lake Travis.
On third down and 21 after the gain of 2, rolling here to the near side is Jordan Sievert. Has a man. That pass is tipped up in the air, and it's incomplete. And there's a flag thrown in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a hold on Westlake. So we will see if Mike Rosenthal will decline it, or if they will. And it is a hold against the Westlake Chaparrals. Chris Elizondo, the young man there on defense, and it will be punting time, as it looks like that penalty has been declined by Mike Rosenthal, and that is the way you want to start the ball game for the Austin High defense. Get Westlake moving backwards, and that's exactly what they did. Disrupt the tempo, and it's now time for the Austin High offense to shine.
Yeah, this defense looks really impressive for Austin High. A lot of speed. I don't know, really, we didn't get to see those games where they give up a lot of points, but looks impressive here in the first drive.
Michael Barton sends a nice punt to Isaiah Jones. He'll get it at his own 46-yard line. Sidesteps one blocker, but can't catch up with the back-end help. And a nice job there by Luke Womack to come in and make the pop. And it will be Austin High football. We take a look at the Chaparral defense. Across the line of scrimmage, we'll have to wait and see about that left defensive end spot and see if Anthony Patino checks in there or not. But right now, Jacob Mansour along with Mason Pitts. And we'll see Luke Womack there as well along the defensive end. In fact, actually, we're going to get a look at that left end. It's actually Justin Miller that gets the start. We'll get you the rest of the linebackers and secondary here in just a moment. As under center for the Austin High Maroon offense is Mansour. And if that name sounds familiar, we'll tell you about that relationship. Mansour on the run, trying to cross the 50-yard line, and a nice tackle made there. And a young man getting the opportunity to play early is Alec Cohen, and he makes the hit right inside the 50-yard line at the 49. Maybe a gain of 1 yard on the play. The offensive line for the Austin High Maroons, the tackles are Daniel Layton and Jeremy Pavia. The guards are Winston Collins and Alberto Amasquita. Grayson Olkin is the center. The tight end is Charles Schneider. Casey Schwartfinger is the wide receiver, along with Isaiah Jones and Kendrick Price. We'll also see Quinta Good in the backfield, along with the fullback Foster Keene. Mansour, the cousin of the starting nose tackle for the Westlake Chaparrals, Jacob Mansour. Here to the near side. That pass is caught and dropped. Intended here for the near side is Schwartfinger, and Schwartfinger makes the catch but then drops the ball, and it's incomplete. It'll be third down here and 9 for the Austin High Maroon defense. And right now the secondary for the Westlake offense, good coverage downfield. We get a look at the linebackers. Outside, it'll be Karsten Hood and Brandon Eyrich. And in the middle, we'll see Luke Womack, Michael Edwards, and along with Hudson Hall. It'll be a lot of those guys moving in and out. Of course, Alec and Derek Cohen starting in the ballgame, along with Bennett Huddleston at the corner, and John Don and Jack Meredith. Derek Cohen now lining up here as a corner. One-on-one coverage here with Isaiah Jones. On third down and 9. Looking here to the near side is Mansour. Here comes the pressure, and that pass is caught for a first down by Isaiah Jones, but flags down to the backfield. Most likely going to be a holding call against the Austin High Maroons, and that play could be coming back. But a nice catch there and a better pass by Mansour. And right now, the younger cousin of Jacob Mansour, John Mansour, showing exactly what kind of arm and accuracy he has on this third down play, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, and a beautiful job there by Mansour to step up in the pocket. He felt the pressure all around him. Felt that pressure from the defensive line of Westlake, stepped up in the pocket, delivered a nice pass to Jones, but unfortunately for Austin High, the holding will bring it back and force a third down and long, which Westlake forced a lot of third down and longs last week against Lake Travis. Had a lot of success against the Cavaliers. But obviously the big play near the end of the game, the 96-yard touchdown reception, won the game for the Cavaliers, but looking to stop the Austin High Maroons here early in this game.
Isaiah Jones split out here to the near side right. Kendrick Price split out to the far side along with Esteban Estrada. Here comes the rush. They pass it over to Schneider. Schneider makes the grab at the 41, at the 50. Now trying to pick up speed across midfield. He's knocked down just outside the 47-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but positive yardage there on the bubble screen to Schneider. Again, a gain of 12 yards, but it's punting time here for the Austin High Maroons. No scores. We're underway. 8:30 to play here in the first quarter as the wind blows across the field from north to south. Lies the football field here just off North Lamar, and the wind blowing in from the east. A high snap, and corralling it is Mason Hamburg. He sends a short punt into the air, and everybody's scrambling to get away from it. Now Austin High will head to the far sideline in front of their cheerleaders, and it'll be kicked out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line. So the wind picking it up a little bit and blowing it to that far of the field. It's a 20-yard punt on the net, and it'll be first down as Westlake staves off their initial offensive threat. 3 and out, a couple of penalties plaguing that drive, and the Chaparrals hold on defense, force a punt, and now they'll start moving right to left here at House Park for their second drive of the ballgame. 2 wide receivers to the far side left. It's Rhodes and Patrick Elliott, along with Brandon Box here to the near side left, and Dansby in as the tight end to the left. Pistol formation to the right. The handoff goes to Keith Carter. Carter bouncing it outside to the 30, to the 35, out to the 40-yard line, and he's dropped down just shy of the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain and a first down for Keith Carter.
Keith Carter, after the injuries the last couple of weeks to Ben Slaughter and then Elliott Condos, Keith Carter's role in this offense has become extremely important. It's important for him to stay healthy as we head on to the playoffs, but impressive run there, right there, and a strong run by Carter.
On first down and 10, Seaver looking for far sideline, has a man, it's Cantor, and Cantor watches the ball go in and out of his hands, incomplete. Nice defense there for the Austin High Maroons, as covering the receiver downfield, Cantor, is Mason Hamburg. He's all over the place, punter and an outside linebacker as well, as he was flanking Chris Cantor on that far side. Let's go down to the sidelines of Matt Nader. Matt?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that this is Austin High's last game. You know, and for most of these seniors, it's the last game of their career. And I think that from Coach Rosenthal, you can expect a lot of things to come out of the woodwork tonight because this is it for them.
Yeah, shines off. This is it. And the handoff will stay with Jordan Sievert. Nice zone read. Sievert breaks away across the 40 to the 45. Loses the football, but he's down at the 45-yard line. A nice run there for Jordan Sievert as the zone read. We don't see it very often, but it's a 17-yard pickup here on around the left end. And Jordan Sievert shows that those wheels still work. First down Westlake after the 17-yard pickup.
He almost broke free there. Just a little bit more speed from Jordan. He would have maybe been to the house, but a great run there by Sievert to bring up a first down.
Very quickly now passing the ball outside. Sean Rawlings catches it at the 40. Rawlings down the sideline. He breaks free inside the 10. Can he stay in bounds? Yes, he does. And no, he is out of bounds just shy of the pylon. He cut it back to the inside, tried to stay in bounds, but could not do it. He's out of bounds at the 1, and a 44-yard pickup for Sean Rawlings. Welcome back from concussion land, Sean.
Good to have Sean Rawlings back. His speed is something that it's hard to prepare for, and a little pass out in the flat to Rawlings. He just turned it up the field, showed that speed to pick up 44 yards. Great to have the sophomore back in the lineup.
So it'll be first and goal for Westlake from the 1-yard line. Power eye look at the backfield. Now they'll shift to a pistol to the left. And now the toss sweep here to the near side. Chris Cantor trying to spin his way into the end zone. It does. Touchdown Westlake. Chris Cantor, the senior halfback, plunging in. And for Chris Cantor, that is his third touchdown of the season, but his first rushing touchdown of his senior season. Touchdown Westlake.
Great play design there by Westlake. Motion Cantor back into the backfield. Carter went up into more of a blocking position, just toss out to Cantor, and you use that 218-pound body to get some momentum going and just plows his way into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game by Westlake.
Michael Barton knocks it through for the extra point. 7:26 to play in the first quarter. Westlake up 7-0 against Austin High. Live from House Park, this is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
And we welcome you back to live coverage here. The Salon at the Domain scoring drive, a 5-play, 73-yard drive. 44 of that 73 on the scamper after the catch by Sean Rawlings, and a 1-yard touchdown run by Chris Cantor. 7-0 after the point after touchdown. Salon at the Domain, located right next to the Dillards in the Domain Shopping Center across from Maggiano's. It's all about relationships at Salon at the Domain. And make sure you visit their Facebook page. Visit facebook.com and search for Salon at the Domain. Just a short kickoff there for Michael Barton. And they're going to give Austin High some good field position here at the 38-yard line. Hamburg gets the fair catch opportunity on the kickoff, if you will. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Austin High offense. That has to answer now. 3 and out, turned away. Mixing a holding penalty, and Westlake now back on defense with a 7-0 lead here with 7:26 to play here in the first quarter from House Park. Now under center is Mansour. 2 wide receivers bunched together just outside the line. Now a toss sweeper to the near side. Here comes the pressure, and down goes Quinta Good. A huge play, and Karsten Hood makes the hit just inside the 35-yard line at the 34. A big loss back to the 34-yard line, and a nice play there by Karsten Hood, a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, and Karsten Hood, such a great player on this defense, brings a lot of speed to that defensive line, able to track down Quinta Good in the backfield. There's a flag on the play right around the 46-yard line, and it's going to be a personal foul on the Westlake Chaparrals.
Not too sure where the personal foul came in, but it'll be 15 yards. Not too sure exactly what all that was about. Justin Miller onto the sidelines here talking to the head coach, Darren Allman. Not too sure if he was the one called for it or not, but it'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down out to the midfield stripe. It'll be first down and 10 at midfield for the Austin High Maroons. Under center is Mansour. Here comes the handoff. Quinta Good gets it. And Quinta Good just plowing right behind that right tackle, moves it to the 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 yards on the play for the Austin High offensive lineman up front. Really just running behind Amasquita and Pavia. 280 pounds of Pavia as Quinta Good with his second carry of the night. Moving it forward 6 yards inside the 45. Nose of the football grazing the 44 along that right hash mark. 2 wide receivers to the far side left, 1 here to the near side right. In the shotgun is Isaiah Jones. Now Jones is going to run with it to the left side. Crosses the 45, trying to pick up a blocker. Picks up positive yardage down to the 42-yard line. And Mason Pitts checks into the ball game for the Chaparrals. It'll be third down and short as Luke Womack tracks him down on the far sideline.
Yeah, and Austin High trying to catch Westlake's defense just off a little bit, but Westlake, a lot of speed and a lot of discipline on defense. And a good play there by Luke Womack to get to the outside and track down the speedy Jones. Brings up a third and short for this Austin High offense, looking to respond after Westlake put 7 on the board on their second drive of the game.
So it'll be third down and a long 2. Schneider in the formation. He'll run in front of it on the snap. The handoff goes to Good, and Good goes down. Good goes down at the 42-yard line. No gain on the play. Nice play, Mason Pitts, along with Luke Womack. And the entire defensive front really have an opportunity to turn this Austin High running offense away. Lots of moving parts in the backfield for Mike Rosenthal's offense. Scott Dreisbach, again, the former Michigan quarterback, won a national title at Michigan, calling the plays here. So a star-studded effort here on the coaching staff, at least in head coach and offensive coordinator. And on 4th and 2, the Maroons are going to go for it with Jones in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers here to the near side left, same formation. Jones is going to run with it. Michael Edwards has him, but not before Jones picks up the first down. Michael Edwards was there, and now we have a little bit of extracurricular activity here. Is getting into it on the near side is Kendrick Price and Alec Cohen. And Alec Cohen may have a bit of an argument there as he was hit well after the whistle was blown. No call as it was away from the play. But Price and Cohen going at it mano a mano there at the end of the play. They're able to break it up with no fouls called. And the flags stay in the pockets. But it's a first down run for Isaiah Jones inside the 39-yard line to the 38. Now Mansour back in the shotgun. Going in motion here to the near side is Timothy Harris. Back to pass out of the 3-step drop, firing over the middle. That pass is caught by Mansour to Schneider. Schneider makes the grab. Schneider still on his feet, just outside the left hash mark and inside the numbers, down to the 30-yard line. A nice pickup of 8 yards on the play. And it will be a second down and short opportunity here. Second down and 2 with the nose of the football grazing the 30-yard line. Let's go down to the sidelines and Abe Garcia and Matt Nader.
Yeah, I just want to say that Mason Pitts did a great job 2 plays ago, really getting out of his stance, getting underneath the center, getting leverage, shucking the block, and making the tackle.
Matt Nader down on the sideline, presented by TicketCity.com. 3 wide receivers bunched into the short side of the field in front of the Austin High bench. Now rolling here to the near side is Jones out of the quarterback position. He's inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line, and he'll be close to the 28, which is the first down marker. Justin Miller checking into the ball game along with defensively for the Chaparrals, Carson Spencer. He'll line up as a corner. We see a lot of substitutions here. Meredith and Dodd still in the ball game at safety. But we see Mason Pitts come to the ball game along with Miller. Or Mason Pitts actually checking out of the ball game, as Mason Pitts' cousin Schneider making the catch 2 plays ago. Now just a straight quarterback dive play. A straight ahead effort there by Mansour, and he is very close to the first down on 3rd down and 1. And it looks like Mansour the younger has it, and it is a first down for Austin High on just a quarterback keeper.
Yeah, impressive drive so far by Austin High. And you know, those 2 shotgun snaps to Isaiah Jones where he one went out to the outside on the 4th down play and then went up the middle on the play 2 plays ago. Both snaps were well outside and high of Isaiah Jones, but he made one-handed catches on both plays. Athletic plays by Isaiah Jones, but you got to get those shotgun snaps right in the hands of Jones on those plays.
3 wide receivers here to the near side right. 1 to the far side left. That's Jones. isolated, looking left out of the shotgun. Now going to tuck it, going to escape one tackler, but Mansour still on his feet down to the 25-yard line and actually picks up positive yardage amidst all the traffic. Michael Edwards, along with John Dodd, cleaning things up there at the end of the play on a broken play where the pocket collapsed, and Mansour doing the smart thing, just trying to get as much positive yardage out of it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. The ball just inside the right hash mark in Westlake territory as Austin High answering here with a nice drive coming off the scoring drive by Westlake, capped by a 1-yard touchdown run by Chris Cantor. Isaiah Jones split out to the far side left. Going in motion is Foster Keene. The handoff will go to Quincy Reese, 5'9", 155-pound junior, and Reese dropped at the line of scrimmage. Nice play there. And combining on the play, Karsten Hood taking up the block, filling up the hole, and John Dodd wrapping it up. And a no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8 here with 2:20 to play. Westlake with a 7-0 lead here over Austin High. Neighborhood nemesis. That's what both of these teams are to the other, and it is a slugfest so far, John.
It is, and Justin Miller on that play didn't make the tackle, but really disrupted that play, got into the backfield immediately, and forced Good to the outside, and Westlake defense made the play.
Reese to the right, now rolling right is Mansour. Looking, has a man. That pass caught by Kendrick Price. He's wrapped up at the 25-yard line, and what a great play. Coming over and making the stop defensively was Hudson Hall, the sophomore linebacker who's out there without his battery mate, Brecken Hager, who had a problem with his calf earlier this week in practice, but outside he was able to contain, and all that running after the pass by Jacob Mansour was complete to Price. Kendrick had nowhere to go, and immediately on the play to slow down Price was, I believe, John Dodd. Actually, it was Bennett Huddleston, the corner, that came up and made the play and slowed him down. And it was Hudson Hall that made the stop. On 4th down and 8, Austin High wasting no time and no opportunities. They swing it out into the flat. That pass caught by Reese. Reese inside the 30, and it looks like he is very close to a 1st down. And if so, it'll be back-to-back 4th down conversions. And that's enough. Inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line, but it is very, very close. And it looks like the officials will blow the time dead here. The clock will stop with 62 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. And no, they did not make it. It's a turnover on downs for Westlake, and they have the ball at their own 18-yard line. It is about a hair short, but they are not even going to take time to measure it here on the near side. And Mike Rosenthal at 6'7", very intimidating, wearing that headset as the head coach. But he comes out, argues with the officials, but to no avail, as Westlake will take over. And just as I thought that Austin High would convert twice in this drive on 4th down, the Westlake defense holds. And it's Jordan Sievert up 7 with 1 minute and 2 seconds to play in the 1st quarter. 2 wide receivers here to the near side left. A clap of the hands, and the principals, Cantor, Sievert, and Carter, look to the sidelines. Here to the near side left is Brandon Box and Patrick Elliott. They line up as receivers here to the near side. A back on either side. The play clock inside 5 seconds. Here's the snap, but it'll be all for naught as flags fly, and it'll be a false start.
Yeah, disappointing. Disappointing to start a drive with a false start, put yourself in a 1st and 15 situation. But on that 4th down play, I'm with you. I thought he got the 1st down because we don't have a good angle at it, but just judging by the reaction of the student section across the way, who had a great angle on it, I just assumed he had the 1st down, but the referee saw differently, and Westlake made the nice stop on defense there, and now the offense on the field.
2 wide receivers here to the near side left. After the penalty, just a straight give up the middle. Still on his feet is Keith Carter out to the 20-yard line. So nice gain of 7 yards on the play to set up 3rd down and 8. And one area that the Chaparrals definitely have improved on from 2011 to 2012, 3rd down conversions, especially when it's 3rd and long, John.
Yeah, and Keith Carter, I mean, he's a guy that you got to get the ball in his hands more. It looks like he's really running the ball well tonight. Physical runner, nice. He really cuts well inside to create space for himself as they come out now with 2 backs in the shotgun.
My apologies there because of the penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming here from the near side. They run away from it, do the Chaparrals. It's a zone read, and Sievert elects to keep it. And no doubt a decision he'd like to have back because there was absolutely nobody on the near side in front of the Westlake bench for Keith Carter. He had all day and a lot of green in front of him. but Sievert settles on keeping it and inches his way out to the 21-yard line, where it now will be 3rd down and 7, but that will be the final play of the first quarter. We will take a timeout after 1 quarter of play. It's Westlake 7, Austin High nothing. Live from Allis Park in downtown Austin, this is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
Beyond companionship, there are other reasons we call dog man's best friend. For years, dogs have been trained to detect all kinds of things, like bed bugs. ABC's bedbug dog can detect bed bugs in the smallest cracks and crevices at any stage of development with amazing accuracy, even more accurate than the most skilled pest specialists. And accurate detection means quicker, more cost-effective elimination. If you suspect a bedbug problem, call us, ABC Home and Commercial Services, specialists for your environment.
And we welcome you back to House Park. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell, Matt Nader, and Abe Garcia down on the sidelines. Our 4-man crew bringing you live coverage of Westlake and Austin High here in the final game of District 15 5A play. The season over after tonight's ball game for the Austin High Maroons. The season will continue for the Chaparrals as they will represent 15 5A in Division 2. They will be the number 2 seed and play Hendrickson next week at the Palace at Parmer. On 3rd down and 6, Sievert looking, pocket collapsing, still looking, has a man down the field. It's caught, and it's caught by Patrick Elliott. He has one man to beat. Elliott across midfield, inside the 30, and shoved out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, down to the 16. What a huge find on 3rd and 6. As Patrick Elliott left all alone, the heads-up pass from Jordan Sievert complete, and a 64-yard strike, and a 1st down for Westlake inside the red zone.
And great pocket movement by Jordan Sievert. Really weaved his way around the pressure in the pocket, found Patrick Elliott wide open on the sideline, and got to give love to Brandon Box. Great block there at the point of attack, sprung Patrick Elliott for probably about 30 more yards than he would have gotten had Box not made that block. So great teamwork by the 2 senior wide receivers.
A 64-yard strike to Patrick Elliott as both receivers on the far side doing their jobs to perfection, setting up 1st and 10. Low snap, handoff, Alex Chavez. Chavez still on his feet as he's hit inside the 15-yard line, and he's backed up to the 13. Nice pop at the end of that play for the Austin High Maroon defense.
Austin High here, the defense needs to step up and force a field goal. Of course, Westlake having to settle for 3 field goals last week against Lake Travis. Austin High's defense right here on 2nd down and 7 at the 12 needs to step up and keep this game around 10.
And now the handoff will go to Chavez again. Chavez still on his feet inside the 10. Second effort, just barreling his way down inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. He picks up the 1st down, and it's 1st and goal Westlake. What a second effort by Alex Chavez, trying to make up from that fumble in the 4th quarter inside the 2-yard line from a week ago. 1st down Westlake.
Yeah, and you got to hit and wrap up as a defender. You see here a few Austin High defenders just missing Alex Chavez. Just not great tackling there from the Austin High defense. Brings up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, power eye look, Cantor along with Chavez. A receiver to the far side left is Box, and there'll be a toss here to Chavez. Chavez inside the 3, to the 2, to the 1, into the end zone. Touchdown, Alex Chavez, and the junior tailback has scored 6 for the Chaparrals. Touchdown, Westlake.
3rd touchdown of the season for Alex Chavez. Good physical runs here to finish off the drive for Chavez, and a good drive there for Westlake, of course, highlighted by the big completion to Patrick Elliott. And the Chaparrals looking to go up 14-0 here on against their rival Maroons.
Michael Barton on, and Rawlings to hold. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 10:45 to play in the 1st half, it's Westlake 14, Austin High nothing. Live from Allis Park, this is Westlake football.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at WHSTEC.com or by phone at 474-5664.
welcome you back to House Park. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell. The Salon at the Domain scoring drive. 6 plays, 82 yards, 64 of it on one play to Patrick Elliott from Jordan Sievert. A 2-minute and 17-yard drive capped by a 3-yard touchdown run for Alex Chavez for the junior, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And Michael Barden on to kick. He'll kick it from left to right. Back deep to receive Isaiah Jones and Quincy Reese. And Jones will field it 5 yards deep, and he'll drop it, cover it up, and take a knee.
Folks, want to take this time to tell you about the prestigious Austin Under 40 Awards Gala benefiting local charities. AU40 recognizes the best and brightest young professionals in the city of Austin and will begin accepting nominations on Thursday, November 15th. If you know of someone under the age of 40 who excels in their profession while demonstrating a commitment to community service, myself and Joe would like to encourage you to visit austinunder40.org for more information on how to nominate someone as well as sponsorship opportunities. Once again, that website is austinunder40.org. Joe.
And now 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. The motion man, the handoff from Mansour given directly into the backfield as Quinta Good wrapped up just behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1 as a swarm of chaparrals in. Kendrick Price checking into the ball game there. Salon at the Domain is all about relationships. They know that your hair is your calling card, and their promise is simple. You'll never have a bad hair day. Search Facebook.com and search Salon at the Domain and like them now. The Salon at the Domain located next to Dillard's in the Domain Shopping Center next to Maggiano's. A loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 11. 4 wide receivers. Mansour out of the gun. A no-step drop. That pass complete at the 30-yard line, falling forward to the 34. And the catch is made by Charles Schneider. The senior on senior night in his final game picks up the 1st down. Looks like it will be close to a 1st down, maybe a yard shy, if you will. It'll be 3rd down and 1 after the 10-yard grasp by Charles Schneider. The cousin of Mason Pitts. It's a family affair on a number of occasions between Chaparral and Austin High Maroon. And on 3rd down and 1, 2 wide receivers split out here to the near side left, 1 to the far side right. Jones in at quarterback. It'll be another run play here to the near side. And Jones sidesteps the tackle, picks up the 1st down outside the 38-yard line, and plunges forward to the 41. Once again, Isaiah Jones, that 3rd down equalizer out of the backfield. And, of course, Isaiah Jones, the son of a former 1st-round draft pick by the Dallas Cowboys, part of the epic Super Bowl teams in the early 90s. Of course, we're talking about Robert Jones.
Yeah, and brother of Caleb. I think Westlake fans got plenty of Caleb in his 3-year career with the Austin High Maroons. Of course, his sophomore year, the 17-catch game at Westlake.
1st down and 10. Now rolling to the right is Jones, and he finds Schneider. Jones to Schneider on the rollout pass, the first one we've seen from Isaiah tonight, and a huge pickup out to the 46-yard line. In fact, they're going to mark Schneider down at the 47-yard line, and a nice play there, getting everybody thinking Isaiah Jones was rolling to run. He rolled to pass and pick up 6 to Schneider.
Yeah, Schneider really is a terrific weapon in this Austin High offense. You don't see a lot of tight ends that are prime targets in an offense in high school football. 6'1", 215, the 2nd leading receiver coming into this game for Austin High. Really a good target for Austin High.
2 wide receivers each way. The quick pass to the outside, and elevating is Jones. He's hit right at midfield. And it is not enough for a 1st down. It'll be a yard shy, but Jones went up in the air to get that one. Comes down with it, but paid the price.
Absolutely did, and that's what you want to do right here. You know, he's lucky there not to get injured. Of course, he's feeling the hit, but he was able to get up and is in the huddle, so good for Isaiah Jones. But a great hit there by the Westlake defense, really playing physical football here tonight.
It'll be 3rd down and 1. They are 1 of 1 on 3rd down conversions in this drive. And just plunging forward is Mansour, but being dragged backwards to the 50-yard line and then back into Austin High territory. But Mansour plunging forward to the 49-yard line, and John Mansour looks like he has picked up a 1st down. It is very close. The referee will eyeball it, and he will go ahead and blow the game clock dead at 8:14. They'll stop the clock, try to make a measurement and see. And right now, the referee just staring right down the line. And they're going to go ahead and take the time to measure it. We go down to the sidelines and Abe Garcia. Abe, again, it is very close, and you're not too far away from that. But just a plunge forward for the 2nd time on 3rd down just to try to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get a measurement out here. Looks like Austin High may have gotten the 1st down. Going back to the last touchdown drive, and John kind of alluded to Jordan Sievert stepping up into the pocket. What you guys don't see on the radio, obviously, is how good his feet are and how he moves so well. For a guy who's 6'4", 218, if you want a better picture of it, think Andrew Luck.
Not a bad comparison, and it will be a first down by half a football at the 49-yard line along the right hash. Abe Garcia down on the sideline, presented by TicketCity.com. The thoughts of Abe Garcia and Matt Nader, always presented by TicketCity.com. And it was Ticket City twin number 2, Derek Cohen, that really made that initial pop on Isaiah Jones on the far side after he made that grab on second down. And after the third down plunge by Mansour, Jones is back at the quarterback position with a man flanking him to the right. They're going to run right. Little option play here. Jones trying to get to the second level. He's wrapped up out of bounds and pushed out of bounds by Hudson Hall, who was right there. Hudson Hall, man for man on Jones, and that's going to be a nice matchup between senior and sophomore. Austin High and the players over there in front of the bench wanted a face mask and a tackle out of bounds. They didn't get it. Just a clean play here by Hudson Hall on the outside on Isaiah Jones.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've said it before, but Hudson Hall is one of the most fun players to watch on this defense. Really physical player and just plays hard. That's what you want out of a linebacker. And for a sophomore to be like that, he's going to be a model for younger players to come in this Westlake program.
And now a little bit of movement early on. Mansour has the pocket collapsing, and Michael Edwards is there initially, along with Mason Pitts, and they drag him down from behind back in Austin High territory. Thought we might get a flag as there was some early movement out of the slot, and the slot receiver on the far side, John, did not get an opportunity to get into his motion down the line of scrimmage. They let it go, no flags, a little confusion both in the stands and on the field, but it's a quarterback sack. Michael Edwards there first, and back into Austin High territory go the Maroons with 7:22 to play, 14-0. 2 touchdown drives, one in the first and the other in the second quarter for Westlake, and they have a 2-touchdown lead here with 7:15 and the clock moving here in the second quarter. One wide receiver split out to the far side right. That's Schwartfeger. 2 wide receivers lined up here as Isaiah Jones looking for the pass here to the near side on the flanker screen. Instead, they opt for the screen towards the middle of the field to Quincy Reese with his 5th catch of the year, and it's good for positive yardage back into Chaparral territory, down to the 44-yard line, and a flag has come in at the end of the play.
Yeah, Quinta Good, I mean, he got a shot on one of the Westlake defensive backs, and actually after the flag was thrown, he had another shot on one of the Westlake defensive backs. So we'll see what the flag is here, whether it's going to be offsetting or only on Quinta Good, but I tell you what, I don't know how Reese did not take that for a first down. He had all sorts of room and a great play there by the defender. I didn't see who it was.
It's a personal foul against Austin High.
An ejection.
And it will be the only penalty on the play.
I'm not sure which safety came up and made the play on Reese, but it was a heck of a play because Reese, he is a shifty back, and he almost broke that free and would have easily gotten the first down, but whichever safety came up and made that play, a heck of a play, and then just a devastating penalty here to put it into a 4th and long situation, going to force Austin High to punt, and possibly could have driven down the field and gotten points.
Well, they've gone for 3 individual 4th down plays here in the first half. Their 4th one, unfortunately, negated by that personal foul at the end of the play, and it will bring out the punting corps here. And the ball resting just outside the Austin High 41. Tate Shaw along with Derek Cohen back deep to receive. Again, Shaw and Cohen rating right around their own 25-yard line as the clock will start here momentarily. And right now it looks like perhaps maybe the umpire is just having some words of wisdom, telling these guys to calm down a bit. It's a rivalry game. Everybody want to make sure that we make it out of here with no injuries.
Hey.
And the punt will actually roll inside the 25-yard line. It was a high end over end, not too high, but certainly end over end, and a pretty good one back to the 20-yard line. So a nice job there on the effort by the punter, Eddie Rodriguez, the senior, getting an opportunity. And Rodriguez spins one down to the 20-yard line where Westlake will get the ball back. They'll move left to right with the wind slightly behind them as it shifted just a little bit. Let's go down to the sidelines and Abe Garcia. Abe.
Hey, Joe, you talked about the injuries, avoiding the injuries. Westlake's actually has a couple of big blows the last couple of weeks. Austin High is getting chippy down here, and, you know, Westlake's doing a good job keeping their composure, not getting involved and that altercation between Quentin Good and Jack Meredith. Jack Meredith just kind of backed off, went away. You want to avoid any kind of situation where you don't want to get in trouble.
Rawlings at quarterback as he lines up. 2 wide receivers to the far side left now. They send a man in motion, and Rawlings on the quarterback keeper breaks into the midfield, but he loses the football, and jumping on it is Chris Canner. Rawlings on his first carry in about a month, and he gets the opportunity to carry the ball out past the 25-yard line, and he gets positive yardage. The ball went down. We'll see where they spot Chris Canner as it came flying out of there as Rawlings was hit as he got to the second level. Ball just comes out, and it was a nice play defensively by the Maroons, as it was Claiborne that came in and ripped the ball out, but it will be placed at the 27-yard line. So after that, it's a 7-yard pickup after the fumble, but Westlake's Chris Canner falls on it, and it's a 7-yard pickup here. Jordan Sievert back into the ball game. 2 wide receivers to the far side left. And the pistol formation, the toss here to the near side. And now Alex Chavez is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. A nice play there in the open field by Charles Schneider. And Schneider playing both ways, a little Iron Man here. And he comes in out of the defensive end spot and makes a nice pop on Alex Chavez.
Yeah, going back to something Abe said earlier about play just getting a little chippy. It's been that way all game, and it's really important for coaches to harp on their kids and say, just keep your hands down. You're not going to hurt a guy when he's wearing pads and a helmet. So keep your hands down. It's always the guy who retaliates that gets the penalty. So if you keep your hands down, you can get a killer penalty at a crucial time in a game. And who knows, that could have been a crucial penalty right there on Austin High that ended their drive. But it looks like Westlake here might take a timeout with a 3rd and 5 upcoming.
And they will. 5:09 to play in the half. Westlake leading Austin High 14-0. This is Westlake football.
To a booster club or to the, any kind of event that's honoring coaches, high school coaches, kids, things like that. Even clinics out in San Angelo, I ran into him at a football clinic in San Angelo 2 years ago, So right up to the end of his life, he's really lived it out and continued enjoying being around coaches and all that. So he's been a great influence, even on young guys like me who didn't get to spend a lot of time around him.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale.
We welcome you back here on the 3rd down and 5 play from the 25-yard line. Dropping back to pass is Jordan Sievert, now moving around in the pocket, and he's going to fire the football, and it's caught by Patrick Elliott, and it's caught for a 1st down. For our radio audience, welcoming you back from the timeout, the referee started a little bit earlier than he was supposed to, and just an amazing play as we can recreate it for you. It was a 3rd down and 5. And clearly, Jordan Sievert was moving around in the pocket. He was using his feet, as Abe Garcia alluded to in his last point from the sideline. And Jordan Sievert, literally, as he is being pulled down by the jersey, the shoulder pad exposed, just simply shuttled the ball forward, and it was caught by Patrick Elliott for a 1st down and a pickup of 11. Now Sievert going here to the near side. That pass caught by Chris Canner into Austin High territory, and he's shoved out of bounds just outside the 40-yard line at the 41. Defending on the play was Mason Hamburg. He was there to knock him out, but it's a pickup of 23 yards for number 22, Chris Canner, who already has a touchdown run on the night.
Just a wheel route to the H-back down the sideline. Great catch there and a great throw by Jordan Sievert. But going back to that 3rd down play, it really was an incredible play by Jordan Sievert to get that ball to Patrick Elliott.
Canner out of the backfield in motion, now waiting on the slot. And now once again, Jordan Sievert fighting off a sack, and he won't be able to do it. Jordan just had to get rid of the football and could not do it. And he's pulled down there by Steven Weinberger, the senior defensive end, got into the backfield, forced the pressure, and Chris Canner was all alone on the far side. That bubble screen as he went out of the backfield in motion, but went unnoticed by Jordan Sievert, and it's a huge loss back inside Chaparral territory to the 47-yard line.
And it was Weinberger who grabbed Sievert on that 3rd down play, and he showed all sorts of want to get into that backfield and take Sievert down for a big sack.
A 13-yard loss on the sack. Now Sievert rolling to the left and fires that ball. Might have been tipped at the line, but he got it off, and it was just a little wobbly. And an errant pass out of bounds, and it's incomplete, intended on the far side to Brandon Box. It'll be 3rd down and 23. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the half. Westlake leading 14-0.
Yeah, Jordan Sievert just came out of his hand just a little off. I don't know if it slipped out of his hand or what, but it was wobbling and well over the outstretched arms of Box on the sideline. 3rd and 23. We'll see what they do here with 2 backs in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised to see a draw or maybe a screen.
A back on either side on 3rd and 23. Here comes the play action. Here comes the pressure. And the ball is knocked down. And that is a fumble. They did not rule it. The officials did not rule it an incomplete pass as Jordan Sievert, shades of Tom Brady in the snow against the Raiders. The arm went forward. The ball wasn't there. And the referee and officials call it a fumble. The 3rd fumble on the season. Actually, it's just the 2nd fumble on the season for Jordan Sievert, but he coughs up the football on 3rd down, and more importantly, does so inside the Chaparral 45-yard line at the 43 to give Austin High a short field. First turnover of the night for the Chaparrals, and it's a fumble and a huge play on Austin High for defense.
Yeah, 6'1", 220 senior Matt Jones coming off the edge. A speed rush, really the defensive line doing a heck of a job for the Austin High Maroons, especially on that set of downs.
Mansour looking to the sidelines, has Price. That pass caught, and Spencer just absolutely unloading on Price for the short gain. Inside the 40-yard line, they're going to mark him down right at the 39-yard line. Maybe the nose of the football just inside the 39, and that is the case. But a nice play there by Carson Spencer defensively here, but it's still a nice pickup inside the 39-yard line. The nose of the football just outside the 38. It's good for a 5-yard pickup on 2nd down and 5. 3 wide receivers split out to the far side right. It's Jones in motion. He'll run left with 1 lead blocker, and Jones tackled from behind by Jacob Mansour. Jacob Mansour knocking down Isaiah Jones at the 35-yard line, still about 1.5 yards shy of that 1st down marker here. The ball will be placed on the left hash, John.
Yeah, and Austin High is doing a good job most of the time so far of getting into these 3rd and 4th and short situations. And no doubt 4-down territory here. We'll see if they hand it off to Reese in the backfield.
On 3rd down and a short 2 wide receivers each way. Reese the lone setback. Mansour just wrapping up. And it's line on line there as Mansour just diving forward inside the 35-yard line. Needed the, I guess I would say, the inside half of the 34, and it'll be very, very close. And it looks like it might be just a hair short, and it will be 4th down for Austin High.
And no argument this time for Mike Rosenthal, the head coach for Austin High, as he sends out some subs for the specialty players, some new backs, some new receivers as they're going for it on 4th down.
They'll line up a trio of receivers to the far side right. Price is one of them on the inside slot right, and the tight end in the upright formation is Schneider. And it'll be a handoff to Reese. Reese absolutely drilled at the 25-yard line. It's close, but I don't think Reese is going to get it. What a huge hit as the clock inside 2 minutes in the 2nd time in as many drives. Austin High goes for it on 4th down, and they come up empty. A turnover on downs. And a huge effort there by Michael Edwards and Alec Cohen as going into the air, spinning and perpendicular to the line of scrimmage as Reese's feet taken out from underneath him, and he's short. And a turnover on downs and a heck of a play there by the Chaparral defense.
It really was. There's so many players on this defense that just fly around and make plays, and a heck of a play there by Michael Edwards.
Jordan Sievert with a handoff to Carter. Carter across the 40, still on his feet, picks up a block as he bounces it outside the hash mark to the numbers, just outside the 45-yard line to the 47, a pickup of 11 and a 1st down for Westlake. They lead 14-0 here, and to check that, it's a 12-yard pickup inside 2 minutes to play.
Austin High has played a really tough ball game so far in this 1st half. With 1:45 left, if Westlake can go down and get a touchdown, it really put them in a bad spot.
And now just a straight handoff up the middle. Maybe following that left side along the hash is Carter. Carter picks up maybe a couple of yards there. It'll be 2nd down and 8. As Dansby checks in, Patrick Elliott checks out. Rhodes will stay on the field as Carter will remain as well. Box lining up in the slot receiver position, something we don't normally see Brandon do, as he is the slot receiver here to the near side right. A mistimed snap, and now another fumble. And the ball has come loose again. And Austin High will have it. The 2nd fumble in as many drives, and that time it just wasn't a clean snap. It looked like perhaps maybe the center just snapped it back to Jordan a little too quickly, and the ball was never really handled properly on the toss sweep to Carter, and coming up with the football is Austin High.
Yeah, and that one's on Jordan Sievert. The snap was a little to his right, but still never got a clean handle on it. And he tried to run the play and make the pitch before he really secured that football. So he dropped it, and in an effort to try to pick the ball back up, just booted it away, and Austin High comes up with a huge turnover with 1:09 left in the second quarter.
Out of the shotgun is Mansour on 1st down and 10. Going for it all, man-on-man coverage, and falling down is the receiver. And a flag comes in as Isaiah Jones went down, and this looks like it might be a penalty. It'll definitely
be on the defense.
It'll be definitely a pass interference call, but Isaiah Jones might get popped for the offensive side. And it is actually defensive pass interference. They do not have the benefit of replay. They saw it live, and what the official saw was a pass interference.
The penalty is 15 yards.
Well, Coach Allman is out to the numbers, yelling at the officials. I'll reserve judgment until I'm able to see a replay, but certainly live did not look like pass interference. As we see here on the television replay, Mansour dropping back, throws. If we get a shot of it, that is just an absolutely terrible call. I will be honest, there was no contact at all by Derek Cohen. He was not making any contact with Isaiah Jones. Jones tripped over his own feet, fell into Derek Cohen. Cohen was making a play on the ball, and just a bad call there.
On 1st down and 10, they swing it to Schneider. Schneider with the pass. It's caught, still on his feet inside the 20-yard line, and he's wrapped up by a slew of tacklers, and now he'll go backwards. Schneider refusing to go down, and he's finally tackled at the 24-yard line, but forward progress has him down to about the 16. 43 seconds, and for the life of me, I do not understand why there has not been a timeout called right now, but the clock still running. Austin High with 3 timeouts left, and they're not electing to take it here, as confusion coming in from the sidelines, and that clock still has not stopped.
I don't know what they're thinking right here. With 3 timeouts left, they've taken 15 seconds off of the clock as the clock continues to roll.
So again, inside 19 seconds, inside 15 seconds, this could be the final play of the half. There was almost a full minute on the clock when the play ended. Here's Mansour looking, still looking. Here comes the chase, and he's sacked in the backfield at the 21-yard line. Jacob Mansour, Jack Meredith, with Luke Womack providing the pressure in the backfield, and that's a sack. And now a timeout has been called by the Austin High Maroons with 7 seconds to play. Again, just a little bit of a management issue there, as finally Austin High gets a chance to call the timeout, but not before their quarterback is sacked at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, these aren't cell phone minutes. They're not going to roll over into the next period. I don't know why you don't take a timeout there. The play ended with 40 seconds left, and they ran one play, and the clock is down to 7 seconds. So they'll have 2 timeouts probably going into the locker room. So Austin High really shooting themselves in the foot with clock management on this final drive. Had an opportunity after that bad pass interference call to maybe put some points on the board and grab momentum heading into the locker room. Now, I don't know if they're going to come out in a field goal formation, but they'll have 7 seconds. They'll either throw to the end zone here probably or kick a field goal. We'll see.
Let's go down to the sidelines and Abe Garcia. Abe.
Joe, real quick injury update. Alex Chavez is on the table with ice on his ankle. Probably not going to return as thin as the Westlake Chaparrals are in the running back position.
Yeah, you're right about that. But luckily, the JV season ended last night, so they have had some folks called up with the injury to Ben Slaughter. So it will be Keith Carter's show, but no doubt we will see a couple of other opportunities here. Westlake leading 14-0 out of the timeout. The Austin High Maroons are going to go for it. Mansour out of the gun, 2-step drop, looking, firing towards the end zone, has a man, and it's intercepted! It's intercepted by the Westlake Chaparral defense, and coming down with it is Tate Shaw. Tate Shaw has picked off Mansour in the back of the end zone, and for Tate Shaw, just a great job of patience. He played center field. The 5'10", 168-pound junior comes up with the football, and that's how the Chaparrals head to the locker room with a nice play on defense. And for the Chaps, the first interception of the night following 2 turnovers of the football, something that I know Darren Allman definitely doesn't like about the first half of play, as the Chaparrals and Austin High Maroons make their way to the north end of the field into their collective locker rooms. We go down to the sidelines and we await the thoughts of head coach Darren Allman. Matt Nader patiently awaiting the arrival of Darren Allman as he is talking to the officials as we wait for the first half thoughts of Coach Allman, with his team leading by 2 touchdowns here. And we go to the back of the end zone. Matt Nader is with Coach Allman. Matt?
Coach, great job coming off a tough loss. We're up 14-0. Your thoughts there on the half?
We're playing bad offensively right now. We're going to have to go back to running the football a little bit more. Our pass protection very good. We're going to get into some max protection, try to help Jordan out a little bit. He's a little skittish because we're not holding up on our regular stuff. So we'll get into some max pro stuff, and then we've got to run the football and just keep doing it and keep them off the field.
Now Great. Now going into Hendrickson next week, we're locked in. What do you hope to accomplish this next half?
Well, just to play well. We've got to. It's important that we improve tonight and that we become a better football team. We get off the field, and defensively we've held up. I want us to play very, very well, a lot better offensively, and we come out of here feeling good. But we got to win the game first and foremost. But to do that, we're going to have to play better offensively, and I want to put together a good half. We need that momentum going into next week.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
The thoughts of head coach Darren Allman. We welcome you back, I guess, underneath the UFCU broadcast booth. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell. John, very, very quickly, not a good half for the offense, specifically not a good half for Jordan Sievert.
Yeah, but it's hard to place the blame on Jordan Sievert. He's been under pressure all night. You've heard Coach Allman say they're going to change up some of their protection for the second half. We'll see how that works, but they're going to emphasize the running game. They'll put the ball in Keith Carter's hands more in the second half. We'll see how the offense adjusts, but a great game great first half by the defense. A lot of energy on both sidelines, a little bit of chippiness, but a good played first half by both teams. Should be a fun second half as well.
If you're Westlake, if you turn the ball over 2 times on the Austin High side of the field, your defense holds up, and in the half with an interception. A pretty good night so far. And what I mean to say by that comment, you heard Darren Allman. His quarterback right now, like I said, a little skittish, and it's forced him to play a little bit off his game. 2 fumbles, the big reason for Austin High's chances there at the end, but mismanagement by the coaching staff on the timeouts, and Austin High unable to get into the end zone. So your defense is holding up. Let's see how the offense will respond with a 14-0 lead going into halftime. Earlier this week, the state of Texas and the University of Texas, along with the city of Austin, lost a dear friend and an icon. Earlier in 2002, and back in 1970, the head coach of the University of Texas, Darrell Royal, was able to dedicate Chaparral Stadium at 1970. Coach Royal was there in 2002 at the rededication of Chaparral Stadium and has always been a friend of the Westlake program. Marking his passing is the passing of, indeed, a true Texas hero. We go to the halftime with a special tribute to Darrell K. Royal.
University of Texas football legend and coach, whose teams went to 3 national championships, and a longtime friend of Westlake, Darrell Royal. Royal was on hand in October 1970 to dedicate the original Chaparral Stadium.
I'm here, brother. I know.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
The Steam Team, your #1 choice for cleaning residential and commercial carpet, tile, and wood flooring, upholstery, air ducts, and more, including 24-hour emergency water and fire damage restoration. The Steam Team is an Austin original, locally owned and operated since 1983. All employees are trained and certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration. We guarantee our services and will do whatever it takes to please our customers. Call 451-TEAM or online at thesteamteam.com.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at whstec.com or by phone at 474-5664.
And we welcome you back to the UFCU broadcast booth underneath House Park for the second half action. Westlake leading Austin High 14-0. Of course, Westlake punched their playoff ticket a couple of weeks ago against Del Valle, and against Anderson they actually secured the playoff spot, but it was all about where and when. Well, they secured their spot. They'll play next Friday night at 7:30, the kickoff time at the Palace of Parma. But we're live in downtown Austin at House Park for the second half of Westlake and Austin High. Still some business to attend to for both sides of the football. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell, and we go to the first half stats and take a look at just how much difference in the ball game there actually is. 194 total yards for Westlake's offense to just 79 for Austin High, 20 of those on the ground, the other 59 for Austin High through the air, 142 on the passing side, 44 and 64 of those yards on two plays, one to Sean Rawlings that set up the first touchdown, and the other to Patrick Elliott that set up the second. 52 rushing yards, of course the two fumbles, but Westlake picking up an interception by Sean Rawlings in the back of the end zone, and Michael Barton will kick it off from right to left as he delivers a short kick to the 12-yard line. It'll be fielded there by Austin High. And Reese out to the 20, and he's racing across the 20-yard line out to the 30, and he'll be dropped there just outside the 31-yard line. And a nice job there for the Westlake Chaparrals. Is coming up and making the pop was Nick Scott, sophomore, getting an opportunity there.
And offensive stats for the Austin High Maroons, individual stats. John Mansour, 9 of 11 for 59 yards in the first half. And Isaiah Jones, 1 for 1 for 6 yards through the air. And we'll get some more stats as Austin High is out for their first snap of the second half. Down 14. Need to put something good together, a good drive together here and get into Westlake territory.
And man coverage here on the near side. It's a direct snap to Isaiah Jones. He'll fall forward back to possibly the original line of scrimmage as they will give him the 31-yard line, but no gain on the play. A slew of tacklers there. Jacob Mansour leading the way from that defensive tackle spot. And we've seen Mansour go up and down from line to linebacker, but it's been mostly Michael Edwards and Hudson Hall, as Luke Womack along with Justin Miller and, of course, Jacob Mansour manning that three-man front. They've been getting pressure in the backfield all night. on 2nd down and 10. John Mansour, the cousin of senior Jacob Mansour, on the opposite side. Now they rush after the cousin, and the pass is complete to the far sideline. Charles Snyder makes the grab just outside the 36-yard line, and he steps out of bounds, guarded closely there by Bennett Huddleston. Pick up positive yardage out to about the 38-yard line, so it's a nice pickup there for Schneider. Once again, a big weapon on the outside for Austin High.
Yeah, Schneider, the leading receiver there in the first half for Austin High, now has 6 catches for 50 yards on the game. So we've talked about how much of a weapon Schneider is in the passing game at 6'1", 215, terrific tight end for the Maroons.
So on 2nd down and 3, motion man is Price. They'll roll the pocket here. Mansour looking. Here comes Karsten Hood. Karsten Hood drops him like third period French inside the 25-yard line at the 23. But they're going to call Mansour down at the 26-yard line. A huge sack by Karsten Hood.
Yeah, big play there by Karsten Hood. But Mansour had an opportunity to get that ball out to Kendrick Price in the flat. Had him open. Possibly could have been able to turn up the field to get the first down, but just didn't get the ball out of his hand. And Hood, terrific speed. We've talked about his speed before, able to bring down Mansour for the big loss.
Back inside the 26-yard line. It'll be end-over-end punt. And Cohen will let it hit, and it takes a huge Austin High bounce inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. A terrific punt there for and it's a 57-yard punt after the ball stops rolling towards the north end zone inside the 18-yard line at the 17. And that's where the Chaparrals will start as the defense, along with Karsten Hood, turns the Austin High offense away. It'll be 1st and 10 for Westlake from their own 17.
Jordan Sievert in the first half, 4 of 7 through the air, 142 yards, 35.5 yards per completion for Jordan Sievert. Of course, had the 2 fumbles, crucial fumbles there in the first half.
On 1st down and 10, out of the pistol, they toss it here to the near side. Securing it is Keith Carter. He'll get out past the 17-yard line, maybe there near the line of scrimmage, but a nice play defensively by Steven Weinberger, the 6'2", 210-pound senior, dragging him down, maybe a gain out to the 18. 2nd down and 9 here for the Westlake Chaparrals.
Rushing stats for the Westlake Chaparrals in the first half. Carter, 4 carries, 30 yards. Sievert, 4 carries, negative 11 yards. Chavez, 4 carries, 14 yards and a touchdown. Canner with 2 carries for 1 yard and a touchdown, and then Sean Rawlings had a carry for 7 yards.
They fake the handoff, now stopping and popping, and pass is complete to Zach Dansby, the tight end, across the 25-yard line, out to the 26, very close to a first down, but it'll be 3rd down and 1 for Westlake as a nice little misdirection. They fake the toss to Carter out of the pistol formation, and Dansby there on a dime to secure the football on an 8-yard gain. And Jacob Mansour checking into the ball game here late, as Mansour not only getting time at the defensive tackle position, but it looks like now he's checking in as the extra blocking back, as he will line up as the halfback in that formation. 3 backs in the backfield as they go jumbo. The toss to the right. Carter trying to sidestep his way and does. Out past the 30-yard line as he bounces it outside the numbers. Out to the 34. Picks up the first down. Does Keith Carter. And that is a load with Jacob Mansour leading the way. Behind him, Chris Canner. And behind him, Keith Carter.
Yeah, Mansour was having some fun on that play. All the way downfield, about 15 yards downfield. Blocking his man basically into submission. A good weapon there to bring in on those 3rd and short situations.
On 1st down and 10 from the Chaparral 33-yard line, a 14-0 lead. The handoff on the zone read play, and the handoff will go here to the near side, and Keith Carter runs out of real estate. He'll actually lose a yard, and a fantastic play on defense there by Alex McCracken. 6'2", 210-pound senior drags down Keith Carter right at the 31-yard line, and it's a loss of about 1.5 yards on the play. Make it 2nd down and 12 after the loss of 2. Nice play defensively there for Austin High. 2nd down and 12 as the clock moves inside. 8.5 minutes to play 3rd quarter. They swing it out here to the near side, trying to create some space for Box. Box gets some room out past the 40 to the 43 before he's thrown out of bounds at the 44-yard line, and it's good for a 13-yard pickup and a first down. Jordan just letting Box do his thing there on the near side as Dorian Claiborne throws him out of bounds.
Yeah, Mason Hamburg, the safety there, the rover, just took a bad angle there on Brandon Box. Box has too much speed out there on the outside as one of the Austin High Maroons is down on the field. I don't know when he went down, but...
And we get a good look at the player here as Desmond Barrett, the junior, is down on the sidelines. We'll have to see what this is all about, but it is an official timeout. And while we have an opportunity, we take a look at the Salon at the Domain timeout. And of course, Salon at the Domain is all about relationships. They know that your hair is your calling card, and their promise is very simple. You'll never have a bad hair day. Salon at the Domain is located in the Domain Shopping Center next to Dillard's, across from Maggiano's. They specialize in precision cuts, single and double process color, highlights and lowlights. And of course, the Salon at the Domain is Westlake owned and operated. As we play football here in the third quarter, live from downtown Austin, amidst the shadows of the Wells Fargo building, the Frost Bank building, and of course, all points in between in downtown, including the Capitol. And it's actually Chris Elizondo that was the injured player, and he is walking off the field on his own power. So that is good news for Elizondo, and he is a 2-year starter for this ball club. He was on last year's ball club, played mostly as a backup role, but due to injuries had to play quite a bit. So this is an experienced secondary full of athletes, and of course definitely an experienced defensive line with the two bookend seniors with Steven Weinberger and Matt Jones, and we have called their names quite a bit. Sievert on first down and 10, going deep, has Box, and he makes the grab. Box with a huge catch inside the 10-yard line. First and goal. Had to come back for the football, and he wound up making a play on the pigskin, did Box. What a heck of a throw, but a better catch by Box. First and goal, Westlake. A 50-yard strike from Jordan Sievert.
Yeah, Sievert's going to be thanking Brandon Box on the sidelines after this drive for that catch, because the throw was definitely underthrown, and Brandon Box made a heck of a play to go up over the defensive back and just snatch that one out of the air.
On first and goal, play action, Sievert looking, now chased, and he's going to go down at the 15-yard line. Just a heck of an effort there on defense by McCracken once again, and McCracken runs down Sievert, and it's a sack back to the 15, an 8-yard loss, second and goal for Westlake.
And that play design was clearly, the Westlake coaches thought that they would get a receiver wide open. They thought they would have Zach Dansby wide open in the back of the end zone on the play action. It was basically the only receiver. I think Russell Pape was out in pass routes too, but only two receivers out there, and good defense there by the Maroons.
Rolling right is Jordan, now stepping up in the pocket. He's going to take off inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. So almost back to the original line of scrimmage, and now third and goal. You're well within Michael Barton's reach here, but like last week, you'd prefer to get the 3 on the board. But once again, Darren Allman mentioned it, the protection just not there. The offensive line really trying to step things up. They've done a good job so far here in the third quarter, but some breakdowns here in this drive in close. A back on either side. It's third down and goal from the 9-yard line. Now the principals look back towards the sideline. 2 wide receivers here to the near side left, 1 to the far side right. Westlake trying to go up 3 scores. Firing to the end zone. Jordan is unfortunately running out of real estate there, intended for John Rhodes, and that pass just overthrown out of the back of the end zone, so it's incomplete. Fourth down coming up here as Michael Barton jogs on for the short field goal try.
Yeah, what that forces Westlake to do when they're struggling in pass protection is they got to leave both backs, Carter and Chris Canner there. They leave them in for pass protection to protect Jordan Sievert. And that cuts down on the number of receivers that can be running routes, and Jordan Sievert just unable to find an open man.
So this will be about a 27-yard try, and that snap is good out of the hold of Rawlings, and Michael Barton knocks it home. With 6:31 to play here, third quarter, Westlake leading Austin High 17-0. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
And we welcome you back. The Westlake Shaps, as the sign says, up 17-0 with 6:31 to play. And for Michael Barton, he is now 10 of 14 on the season As we come back with a little Gangnam Style on the radio. We will not be doing that on the radio. The Salon at the Domain scoring drive, 9 plays, 74-yard drive, took 3 minutes and 53 seconds off the clock. A 26-yard field goal, good for Michael Barden. And now it is Reese again, gets a crease across the 20, to the 25, to the 30, bounces it outside of the numbers there at the 25-yard line. And he moves his way out to the 35 until scooted out of bounds just inside the 40 at the 37-yard line. And what speed doth have Quincy Reese.
Yeah, he really is an impressive athlete. They have a few of them on this Austin High team. Just got to get the ball in his hands a little bit more, because he's showing the ability to break some runs. And Austin High right here, 0 points tonight, 0 points last year in a 52-0 defeat. Certainly want to get some points on the board against the district rival Westlake Chaparrals.
Price going in motion from the near side to the far side, out of the gun. Here's Mansour, the sophomore, looking to the near side, has a man, and that pass is caught despite great coverage there by the combination of Hall and Derek Cohen. Hauling it in for his second catch of the night is Schwartzfeger, the 6'2", 185-pound junior. Hauls in a great pass for Mansour as it was a bit high. And young Casey just went up and got it, and the pass complete at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup on the play and a first down. 11-yard gain on that pass. 3 wide receivers split out to the far side left, one here to the near side right. Reese, the back, the lone back, to the right of Mansour. Out of the gun, Mansour looking for the swing pass. Has a man and is wrapped up in the backfield after he makes the grab. And a nice play there made by Brandon Eyrich. The catch was made by Timothy Harris, and Harris made the grab at right around the 42-yard line. And a nice job on Eyrich, just an open field tackle, and knocks him back to the 41-yard line. A loss of 7 yards on the play, as another tackle behind the line of scrimmage, this time on Timothy Harris, courtesy of Brandon Eyrich. 2nd down and 17, the ball at the left hash mark as Luke Womack comes limping off the field. He looks to be okay. Luke Womack having a little bit of issue with that left thumb, and he's gone for the Billy Club cast on that left hand to protect that thumb. On 2nd down and 17, I should say. Number 17, Reese, gets the call out of the backfield. Another screen pass. And Alec Cohen this time getting the pressure and lays a huge hit on Mansour in the backfield, but it's a nice catch and run by Reese out to the 44-yard line, and this time it's Mason Pitts delivering the blow just inside the 45-yard line at the 44 to set up a 3rd and long here for Austin High. Just trying to get something done. They seem to have something going on the bubble screens if they can get the play off, but again, just huge pressure up front coming from that 3-man front of Miller, Pitts, and Mansour. 3rd down and 13 from the 44-yard line. The lob snap, and now Mansour stepping up in the pocket, firing the pass, and it's complete at the 47-yard line. A nice little curl route, and Schwartzfeger making his way inside the numbers down to the 35-yard line as he pushes his way towards the sideline. It's a pickup of 24 yards and a first down, and a nice run after the catch there by the receiver Schwartzfeger, and it's all made possible there by a good throw, as stepping up in the pocket was Mansour, and that throw was right on the money.
Yeah, and right over the outstretched arms of Carson Spencer. But a good play there. And Mansour, like you said, stepped up in the pocket. Really good play and a good drive here by Austin High. Need to get some points on the board. Start feeling a little bit better about their chances.
Inside the 34 at the Chaparral 33-yard line. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Now Isaiah Jones is drawn back into the end zone. In the backfield. And it's Brandon Eyrich. Wow. Made a play on Harris earlier in the drive for a loss of 7. Now he gets his hands on Jones as nobody was left to block Brandon Eyrich as he comes in, stormtrooping his way to the 40-yard line and bringing Isaiah Jones down. Yet another loss of 7 on the play by Brandon Eyrich.
And I don't know what it is about Isaiah Jones in the shotgun, but it seems like every time he's having to reach out way outside of his body to make one-handed catches on those snaps.
2nd down and a long 17. This just a simple pass to Jones from Mansour. Mansour delivers the ball on a line to the 35-yard line, and he is spun out of bounds as Jones after he spins out of a would-be tackle on the far side. The Austin High faithful want a flag for a hit out of bounds. That's not the case. No flags. As checking in is Canyon Mansky and John Dodd. Eyrich, courtesy of 2 plays behind the line of scrimmage, checks out, as does Michael Edwards.
Yeah, they're wanting a face mask penalty on that, and he may have had a beef. You saw the head. It's hard to tell from the angle we have on the replay. We were on the back side of the play, but his head, you could tell, was being pulled from the other side. Not sure if he had the face mask or maybe his hand was just flat on the top of the helmet. but the sideline erupted on the Austin High side.
On 3rd down and 12, just another swing pass. This time the Chaparrals are there, and it's Alec Cohen, along with Jacob Mansour, making the stop on Reese, who fielded the ball at the 41-yard line and had absolutely nowhere to go. So once again, the Chaparral defense holds. And just like that, as Austin High drove inside Westlake territory to the 33-yard line on consecutive plays, they back them up outside the 40 and take points off the board, or at least a field goal try off the board. And now for the Austin High Maroons, it'll be Eddie Rodriguez to come in and punt it away. Back deep to receive is Derek Cohen. 4th down and 17, inside 2:45 to play. It's another high snap, and Rodriguez gets it down, punts it away. It's an end-over-end punt that'll hit just outside the 10-yard line. A fantastic effort there by Rodriguez, and it will be 1st down and 10 Westlake with a 17-0 lead. Let's go down to the sidelines, and Matt Nader. Matt, so far good, tough football here, and I'm very impressed with Austin High's defense.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, from the Chaps, I'm really seeing some bipolar play style. We'll have a great play, then we'll have a bad play, then we'll have a great play, then a bad play. I really would like to see a little bit more consistency going into the playoffs.
All good to get these cobwebs. Again, obviously an emotional game last week. District championship on the line. Of course, hated rival Lake Travis. Not a clean game, but so far the Chaps up 17-0. Just a zone replay, and Siebert has some room across the 25 out to the 30-yard line. Picks up the 1st down out to the 31-yard line, and a nice play there. As once again, whistles and flags, perhaps. Don't see the flag just yet, but it looks like we do have some laundry just outside the 22-yard line on the far side of the field. Once again, just a little chippy on the field, but get a good look at the replay here.
Will be penalized on the spot of the foul. It will remain 1st down.
And it's a holding penalty on the Chaparrals. I thought maybe it was going to be a personal foul due to the whistles late after the whistles blew the play dead. We had some extracurricular whistle sounds there, but it looks like the Chaparrals are coming back on a holding penalty. And the ball will now rest just outside the 11-yard line at the 12. Good news, it will remain 1st down. And the handoff will go to Carter. Carter straight up the gut, just riding that right hash mark out back to the 25-yard line, or 20-yard line out to the 21. So a nice pickup there of 9 yards on the game. The nose of the football just outside that 21-yard line and almost grazing the 22 on that right hash. As a pickup, considerable yardage, 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. A wide receiver each way as the pistol formation to the left. The handoff once again will go straight up the gut. Carter riding that right hash mark in the right guard and right tackle just outside the 25-yard line to the 27. That should be good enough for a 1st down as Josh Latham checks into the ball game as a receiver, and it will be a 1st down run there for Keith Carter. And the chains move, and the clock will stop momentarily, but 1:43 to play 3rd quarter. Westlake with a 17-0 lead. Joe Taylor alongside John Nidell, Matt Nader, and Abe Garcia down on the sidelines as we bring you live coverage of Westlake football. Pistol formation out to the right, and it looks like it's going to be a free play. They're going to let Jordan run with it. No, they're going to stop. You got to blow the whistle dead there because it looked like McCracken was actually in the backfield at the point the ball was snapped back to Jordan Siebert, and that is a clear penalty. Is racing off the sidelines for the Westlake Chaparrals.
The defense made contact.
Losing his helmet there was Taylor Wirtz.
By the defense. After a 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
And it will be 1st and 5 as the ball will move from the 28-yard line out past the 30 and will come to rest at the 33-yard line. Nose of the football just grazing the 33 on the right hash as Westlake plays in their white jersey tops here in this road game. The blue numbers, the red pants, and the silver Westlake helmet with the blocked red letter W on the side. White pants, maroon jerseys, white numerals, maroon helmets with the white stenciled block A. Zone read play here on 1st and 5. A spin move inside the 45-yard line by Jordan Siebert, and the junior quarterback using not only his feet but also his athleticism to wheel his way around a defender out to the 40-yard line, and a nice pickup of 6 yards on the play and a 1st down for Jordan Siebert.
Yeah, just a great play there by Jordan Siebert, reading the outside linebacker Dorian Claiborne, coming in and crashing hard and he just got a little bit too far inside. He's responsible for the quarterback on those plays. So Sievert saw that, recognized it, pulled the ball, and picked up a nice gain.
On 1st down and 10 from the 40-yard line, man-on-man coverage, and here comes the pass to Brandon Box, and he makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. They're going to call him out of bounds at the 20. Red zone time for the Chaparrals. On the coverage for the defense for Austin High was DeMille Jones. Good coverage, but a better catch, a 40-yard pickup, as once again, Brandon Box, the senior, having a night here offensively, as he has been the courtesy of some bombs from Jordan Sievert. The last one was underthrown, that one on the money for 40.
Yeah, that was one of the most pinpoint passes Jordan Sievert has thrown all year, just right into the breadbasket of Brandon Box, and a big completion again.
Inside the red zone as the handoff will go to Carter. Carter still fighting off blocks inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line, and he's going to pick up the first down. No, he's actually going to be just outside the 10-yard line at the 11. A 9-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 1, and with 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Chaparrals trying to put this one away as Dansby checks into the ball game, courtesy of Patrick Elliott. And just a brilliant thrown ball by Jordan Sievert on that 40-yard pickup. One-on-one coverage there on the outside, and Box hauls it in. Sievert with a pistol formation to the left. Carter the deep setback. Zone read. The give to Carter. Carter with a hole. Carter at the 5. Carter at the end zone. Touchdown Westlake from 11 yards out. The senior, Keith Carter, dances into the end zone. Touchdown Westlake.
Well, a big run there by Keith Carter. Just saw the hole. Little jump cut to the outside, and about the 5-yard line, about the goal line, he just ran over an Austin High defender. And I think it may have been Chris Elizondo, who was hurt earlier. Helmet popped off of the defender. Just a physical run by Keith Carter. And I tell you what, they're going to need to get some other running backs in the game. Keith Carter has done yeoman's work tonight, especially here in this second half. But with the injuries in the backfield, we'll look to see some different players carry the ball in the fourth quarter.
And Michael Barton knocks it through. 8 seconds remaining, third quarter. Westlake 24, Austin High nothing. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
Bedbugs can invade your home via unexpected places, like from a college dorm room or a family trip. Bedbugs are hard to detect and almost impossible for a homeowner to get rid of themselves. ABC's heat remediation process is the most effective non-chemical treatment available. Heat gets rid of bedbugs in a matter of hours with no damage to household contents. With a single treatment, rooms can return to normal use free of bedbugs. For bedbug problems, call ABC Home and Commercial Services, specialists for your environment.
The Salon at the Domain scoring drive, 6 plays, 83 yards, took 2 minutes and 23 seconds. The big play, the 40-yard catch by Brandon Box, but an 11-yard touchdown run by Keith Carter. And for Carter, the senior, doing yeoman's work like you heard John Nidell say. And Carter in for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. This time Reese will catch a short kickoff at the 20, sidesteps one tackler at the 25, bounces it outside the numbers towards the Austin High bench, and it'll be knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Let's go down to the sidelines. Abe Garcia, a pretty good-looking drive there for the Chaparrals, despite a couple of penalties and whatnot. Again, once again, we see Jordan Sievert emerge with some pretty good passing.
Yeah, Joe, you're right about that. It's not always how you begin, it's kind of how you finish, especially right now, going into the playoff game next week. You kind of want to get a little bit of momentum. They were a little bit flat coming out of the gates, but now they kind of picked it up. It's 24-0. Jordan looked pretty good on that last drive. They're connecting pretty well.
Abe Garcia down on the sidelines. There'll be 3 seconds remaining, so after this, it'll end the third quarter of play. Austin High still scoreless, 24-0 with 3 seconds to play third quarter. As we welcome you back to House Park in downtown Austin. Reese going in motion, and now it'll be a snap of the ball. A lot of early movement there and a lot of confusion, no flags, but this is going to be a quarterback sack as the ball got away from Mansour. And it will be Austin High football at the 20-yard line when we come back. After 3 quarters of play, Westlake leading Austin High 24-0. Live from House Park, this is Westlake football.
This winter, Prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at WHSTEC.com or by phone at 474-5664.
We welcome you back to House Park, deep in the heart of Austin, Texas, in downtown. In fact, we rest here on the corner as we are not too far away from 12th and Lamar. 24-0, the fourth quarter lead. Now Austin High moving from right to left. An 11-yard loss on the first play on the mistimed snap from center. Mansour had to race back and collect the football, so it will be second down at 21 from the 20-yard line. Now just trying to swing it out here to Jones. Jones sidesteps one tackler but can't get away from Carson Spencer as he's dragged down at the 25-yard line to pick up 5 yards on the play. And good team defense there by the right side of the defense as you look at it here from behind the Chaparral defense. The combination of Spencer and Alec Cohen, now Canyon Mansky and Jack Meredith checking into the ball game as Irick and Edwards check out.
And this is going to sound crazy, you know, it's a 24-0 game, but I think we both have been able to really see a difference in this Austin High program and this Austin High team tonight. Just the way they play. They have a lot of energy, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They play hard, and there's no quit in this team.
Third down and 15 from the 25-yard line. Mansour with time throws over the middle. That pass made or caught by Schneider. Schneider picks up positive yardage out past the 35-yard line at the 36 before he's brought down by two tacklers as Irick and Edwards check back into the ball game. Just a nice catch by Schneider. High on the pass, but Schneider at 6'1" pulls it down, and it's good for a good gain out to the 36-yard line, still shy of the first down.
Yeah, and going back to my earlier point, Mike Rosenthal really has done a good job with this program just in his first year. I expect Austin High to really kind of develop under him. It's not an easy coaching job in the high school ranks. Austin High has certainly struggled for many years, and it's been a team where you get a lead on them, and you can usually extend that lead, but that's not been the case here tonight. They play hard as we have whistles before the snap.
Yeah, flags fly here, and a timeout taken. We'll go ahead and take it as well. Timeout taken by Austin High. They'll have 2 left in the ball game. And we'll be right back. Westlake leading Austin High 24-0. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
The Steam Team, your #1 choice for cleaning residential and commercial carpet, tile, and wood flooring, upholstery, air ducts, and more, including 24-hour emergency water and fire damage restoration. The Steam Team is an Austin original, locally owned and operated since 1983. All employees are trained and certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration. We guarantee our services and will do whatever it takes to please our customers. Call 451-TEAM or online at thesteamteam.com.
And we welcome you back out of Austin High's timeout. They'll have a 4th down and 5, and they will still elect to go for it here. Dangerous territory. They'll bunch up 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, 1 here to the near side. It's Carson Spencer on Isaiah Jones. On 4th and 5 from the 36-yard line. Back to pass out of the gun. Mansour looking to the right. Has a man. It's Price. And Price steps out of one tackle at the 31-yard line, getting up and keeping on the play. And now Price's helmet came off. And Price's helmet came off inside the 26-yard line, and now the scrum starts as the student section lit up with fire at the end of that play because they saw Price's helmet came off. And now cooler heads prevail, but barely. but it will be Westlake football, and it'll be Westlake football back at the 23-yard line, and no flags have been thrown.
In the world, do you not throw a flag on that play with people coming off of the bench, including the coaching staff, creating an altercation with the Westlake players on the field? That is absolutely ridiculous. You cannot allow players to come off of the bench like that. The player lost his helmet and was tackled to the ground. A clean play by Westlake, and some of the Austin High players on the bench took offense to the fact that their player had lost his helmet, yet Westlake players continued to play. There was no dirty shot on the play to his head or anything like that, and Mike Rosenthal is on the field yelling at the officials, but you absolutely cannot allow players to come off the bench. There's a reason why in basketball there's a rule. If you take a step on the court, you're suspended a game, because it's a serious, serious thing when you set the precedence that will allow players to come off of the field or off of the sideline during an altercation.
Low snap delivered to Jordan Siebert. Now a handoff here to Carter. Carter trying to turn the corner, and does. Carter at the 20, Carter at the 10, at the 5, into the end zone. Keith Carter from 31 yards out. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage. He eluded one, he eluded two, and on the way to the end zone on the third tackle try from the 10-yard line, Carter changed gears. Touchdown Westlake, touchdown Keith Carter.
That was just an emotional run there by Keith Carter, and the fans definitely appreciate that touchdown, I think, more than any other tonight, when it comes on the heels of a bit of a scrum, and you're able to run it basically down their throats for a long touchdown run. It's extra sweet as Westlake looking to go up 31-0.
Snap is down, the kick is up for Michael Barton, and the point after touchdown good. 10-10 to play in the ball game. Westlake leading this one 31-0 over Austin High. This is Westlake football.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
Salon at the Domain scoring drive, a one-play, 31-yard drive, all of it courtesy of number 21, who in his final game against Austin High, making it a memorable one. 2 touchdowns, this one from 31 yards out, one earlier in the half from 11 yards out, as Keith Carter just delivering a unbelievable effort here tonight as Barton sidewinds this one out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. We go down to the sidelines at Abe Garcia. Abe, it's all about effort at some point in time. And like John said, the emotion from the play that happened on the far side on 4th and 5 carried over in the first run for Keith Carter, and that's all 21 needed.
That's absolutely right. John was absolutely right about that. The emotion that this team came off after Keith Carter scored that touchdown, they practically blew my ears off coming back to the sidelines. They were pumped up. And it goes all the way back to when Jack Meredith and Quinton Good got in the altercation. It got chippy. Surprised that there wasn't a flag. Surprised there wasn't a flag on that previous call. Great run by Keith Carter.
Dave Garcia down on the sidelines, and on the first play for scrimmage for Austin High from the 25-yard line, trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and falling forward for a 2-yard gain there was Isaiah Jones. And get a good look at some of the opportunities given to the Westlake defense here for backups with a 31-0 lead. We still see Jacob Mansour on the field, along with Daniel Aidman, the sophomore, who's gotten plenty of time. Aidman coming up on the back end of that run. And I apologize, actually not Jones. Jones was lead blocking on that play. But it's a 2-yard gain nonetheless on second down and 8. Jones now the quarterback of record. Reese going in motion. They'll fake the handoff to Reese. Jones straight up the gut. And Jones across the 30 out to the 34-yard line. Very close to a first down, but still about a yard shy. As we get a good look at Dalton Brown, the senior, 5'11", 178-pound senior. 20 total tackles as he comes into the ball game here. Mansky will stay in the ball game, and Jack Meredith will jog here to the near side as Mansky will back up and play safety. Brandon Irick on the field as well, along with Justin Miller and Mason Pitts. Can't say enough about the effort that Mason Pitts has given here tonight, along with Justin Miller, in the absence of Brecken Hager and the absence of Anthony Patino. And now a four-man look. Blitz coming here on 3rd down and 1. They try to run the ball straight up the gut. It's good for a first down as Isaiah Jones just plunging forward with the football out to the 37-yard line, and it will be a first down for Austin High with 8:47 to play and the clock moving here. Again, it's a crosswind. At some point in the second quarter, the wind shifted a little bit, coming more from south to north. Now it's more of a crosswind moving east to west. Not that that's going to affect the ball game much, at least the passing game anyway, but 4 wide receivers in the package here, all of them lined up to the far side right. Jones runs the option to the left, and the toss will go to Reese. Reese tackled at the 39-yard line after a pickup of 2 yards, and Justin Miller getting up off that. He read it all the way. When they load up the far side, Justin Miller knew instantly from that left defensive end spot where the ball was going, and he took off on a dead run for Reese.
And that's just sound defense, and that's just fun to watch. You had 3 Westlake players cutting off the outside for Reese. You had to cut back inside, then you got 2 more Chaparrals coming out to put a hard hit on Reese. Just terrific team defense and terrific pursuit by these Westlake Chaparrals.
2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2. They swing it out here to the near side to Jones. Jones goes to his knees, makes the grab at the 43-yard line. Carson Spencer there defensively, but he'll be down. And it will be a 3rd down play here as Gabe Duran is in the ball game wearing a familiar number 32. And yes, that name sounds familiar because older brother Lance Duran, now at Blinn Junior College and the all-time leading tackler in Westlake football history. Well, that's his little brother up from the JV, and he has taken over his brother's spot at that right inside linebacker position on 3rd down and 3. The motion man here to the near side. And now rolling right is Mansour. Here comes the pressure. Miller barreling down on him. The pass is thrown, and it's overthrown, intended for Schneider on the far sideline. But excellent pressure as Mansour went down, courtesy of Justin Miller. Miller just delivering an unbelievable blow on Mansour, and the senior defensive lineman taking advantage of all the playing time here with the injury to fellow senior Anthony Patino, and Miller just having an absolute day.
Yeah, we haven't seen Miller a lot this season, but I remember back in the Abilene Cooper scrimmage, he was a guy that probably more than any other player on the defense just flashed out to me, and just the effort that he played with. Now, everybody on this defense has played with effort all year, but to bring in a guy like that who hasn't seen the field nearly as much as some of the other players and to not miss a beat truly is impressive.
The snap once again high and to the right out of center. Rodriguez will kick this ball. It'll be a short punt. It'll rest inside the 30-yard line at the 28, and it will be Westlake football with 6:55 to play. And as we go down to the sideline, Abe, we heard the comments of Darren Allman coming out with Matt Nader, and it was all about putting together a good-looking half. Still some things to work on, definitely, but no turnovers in the half, and everything looking good so far.
You're right, Joe. I mean, Matt, when he interviewed Coach Allman didn't seem very happy about the way his team came out in the first half. They've come out in the second half. They've answered to Austin High's chippiness, trying to get them underneath their skin. They come back and they scored a couple of touchdowns. They look good. The defense, once again, carrying this team.
Sean Rawlings in at quarterback here, the motion man here on the near side, and getting the handoff at the 25-yard line. And making a nice play on the ball is Nick Scott, the sophomore wide receiver up from the JV. And Scott takes the flanker handoff and quickly moves the ball upfield to the 32-yard line. And Malik Jacob, the sophomore, on the play.
Yeah, Jacobs now in the game. Another guy just like Scott who's up from the JV. Both sophomores, and we'll see if Malik Jacobs gets his first varsity carry here.
I apologize. Again, Jacobs, a sophomore here for Westlake. And again, they fake the run. Now Rawlings is taking the zone read and taking it himself up the middle to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 3 yards on the play. And it'll set up. And now we have a injured Austin Hyde defender here. Let's get a good look at the replay here. Rawlings just opting to not hand off to Nick Scott, and it's Brandon Ibarra that's down inside the 35-yard line at the 34. We'll take a quick 60-second timeout. This is Westlake football.
Them after the game on Friday, or even Monday morning because I wanted to see how they responded on Monday in practice. And really, it was one of the best practices we've had all year. They're very resilient, and I think if anything, if there's a positive to take out of the other night, I think it's just another sign to them that helps them realize how close we are to being really good. We're really about 22 minutes away from being undefeated.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at WHSTEC.com or by phone at 474-56.
On 3rd down and 4, the snap is over the head of Rawlings. He fields it, rolls to the near side, and fires it out of bounds for the incomplete pass on 3rd down and 5. And the snap from center just a bit off, as Zach Price got a little bit too much mustard on that. If Jordan Sievert at 6'4" was back there, that's a no-brainer. He was able to haul that one down, but the 5'11" stature of Sean Rawlings maybe just a little too tall for the backup quarterback. And it will be 4th down, and for the first time this half, Michael Barton will punt it away.
Yeah, Austin High, 5:50 left. This senior class certainly does not want to go out with 2 consecutive shutout losses to the Westlake Chaparrals.
And on is Michael Barton, delivers an absolute beauty of a punt. It'll take a side hop at the 10-yard line, roll inside the 5, and it'll be down at the 1.
My goodness.
How about that? And some further issues on special teams, as once again, Austin High and Westlake, that is a 64-yard punt for Michael Barton. Not bad in your final game as the kicker and punter here for Westlake in district play. And, of course, your final game against Austin High. Just unleash a 64-yarder for good measure and make Austin High start inside the 1.
Yeah, it's good to have that win, but nevertheless a tremendous kick by Michael Barton and forcing Austin High into a 99-yard situation. Long field to go for the Austin High Maroons to try to get points on the board.
Yeah, timeout will be taken here. Timeout for Austin High. We'll take it as well. 5:36 to play in the ball game. Westlake 31, Austin High nothing. This is Westlake football.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at WHSTEC.com or by phone at 474-5664.
We remind all of you Chaparral fans, the Nutcracker Special coming to the Fine Arts Department for the Westlake Theater and Tech. And now just a direct snap to Isaiah Jones as he's just trying to get it. And actually, it was Trey Blake, the backup quarterback, just trying to use his size to get out there. Not Jones, it was actually Trey Blake, younger brother of Emory Blake, a senior on the Auburn football team, and of course the younger son of quarterback Jeff Blake, and I say 13-year NFL veteran Jeff Blake. Did the majority of his professional damage with Cincinnati, and a Pro Bowl quarterback as well. So a gain of 1 on 2nd down and 9. Just once again, falling forward is Trey Blake. Good for another yard. And now Trey just using his 6'2" frame to give Austin High some breathing room and try to avoid a safety here. And I mentioned the Nutcracker Spectacular. Make sure you log on to WHSTEC. That stands for Westlake High School Theater, Technical and Entertainment Crew. That's WHSTEC.com. Buy your tickets today for the Nutcracker Spectacular. Pretty unbelievable production put forth by the same folks that bring you the football games here, Shaps TV. And the handoff going here to the near side for Austin High. Getting the call is Joseph De Leon. And Yosef getting an opportunity to carry the football for the second time tonight. There's no mistaking Yosef. Yosef has the very familiar locks of hair flowing from the bottom of that helmet. But it's not enough for a first down, obviously. In fact, it's only a pickup back to the original line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. It will be 4th down and 9, and once again, the defense holds. On the field defensively here for the Chaparrals, we see a good look at Josh Christman on the defensive line. And a short punt delivered by Rodriguez. This is going to come down in Chaparral territory.
11-yard punt.
11-yard punt. Yes, I was about to say that. I was counting the yard marks there, and that's an 11-yard punt by Eddie Rodriguez, who has had a tough go of it tonight, and kind of a microcosm of all that has happened here. But we will see Sean Rawlings jog out. And for the Chaparral offense, we get a good look at quite a few backups here. Most notably along the offensive line, we'll see William Coleman along with Chad Bondurant in the ball game as well. On 1st down and 10 from the 13-yard line, the handoff to Westlake's running back Malik Jacobs, the sophomore. And Jacobs dives forward inside the 15-yard line down to the 13-yard line. So he reaches the original line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of about a half a yard.
And Grayson Cook in the game at tight end, as well as Duncan Brown, the H-back, in blocking for Malik Jacobs.
Also get a good look at Brennan Cox, and you can't really forget about him. He has a touchdown on the season, a 10-yard grab, but his only catch of the season went for 6. So you have to pay attention to him as the receiver on the outside. Rawlings, the quarterback of record here, as he looks for the signal on the sidelines. On 2nd down and 10 from the 13-yard line. The snap is back, and it's a pitch to Jacobs. Jacobs trying to turn the corner at the 15. Sidesteps one blocker, and down inside the 10, down to the 9. And just early perceptions here. That's your scat back, kids. In the absence of Ben Slaughter, Malik Jacobs brings that scat back ability, even though he is a young sophomore, getting an opportunity here with a 31-0 lead at the end of the game. That's good to see for Westlake, especially with some of the injuries sustained to that running back core. Into the ball game now offensively for Westlake. Christian Bartley, the senior, lines up as a wide receiver to the far side left, with Latham here to the near side right. Out of the gun on 3rd down and 7. The toss to Jacobs. Jacobs trying to get to the 10 and met hard at the 8-yard line. Just absolutely sandwiched. Lead blocking for the Duncan Brown out of the backfield. Duncan Brown got one man, but the streaking linebacker coming in to make the big pop left unblocked.
And with Alex Chavez's injury here tonight, that's 3 running backs injured in as many games. So certainly you have Keith Carter, Chris Canner. Then after that, you got to look at the sophomores up from JV. So it comes down to Malik Jacobs. Certainly a scary situation for the Westlake backfield if heaven forbid, Keith Carter were to go down, because you start the year just with tremendous depth in the backfield. And now heading into the playoffs, basically have one guy standing, and then the H-back Canner.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. 90 seconds to play in the ball game. Westlake leading 31-0. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
And we welcome you back as lining up for the field goal here is Michael Barton out of the hold of Rawlings. Rawlings will put this one down at the 14-yard line, so it'll be a 24-yard chip shot here from the right hash. The snap is back. It's down out of the hold of Rawlings. Drilling it onto the roof of House Park's locker room is Michael Barden. 1:26 to play. Westlake leading 34-0 over Austin High. This is Westlake football.
For 102 years, the Coverts have set the standard for car dealers in Central Texas. Hi, I'm Jenny Covert, and your parents, grandparents, and even some of your great-grandparents have shopped with my family. Our service, our inventory, and of course, our low Covert price are the reasons over 1 million customers come back again and again. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Auto Group, Austin, Bastrop, and Hutto.
The Steam Team, your #1 choice for cleaning residential and commercial carpet, tile, and wood flooring, upholstery, air ducts, and more, including 24-hour emergency water and fire damage restoration. The Steam Team is an Austin original, locally owned and operated since 1983. All employees are trained and certified by the Institute of Inspection, Cleaning, and Restoration. We guarantee our services and will do whatever it takes to please our customers. Call 451-TEAM or online at thesteamteam.com.
And we welcome you back to House Park, the Solana Domain scoring drive. 4 plays, 5 yards. Took 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go those 5 yards. And a 24-yard shot by Michael Barden, his second of the ball game. And Westlake now with a commanding lead, 34-0. It's been quite the half as they scored 17 points in the first half. Or excuse me, I should say 14 points in the first half, and they've erupted here in the second half to take the 34-0 lead. And Michael Barden will kick this one off, a high but short end over end that will be fielded at the 8-yard line. Coming up is Reese. Reese at the 20. Reese mauled at the 22-yard line. Brandon Eyrick along with John Rhodes. And we don't see flags fly as we expect them to. And now there is one down at the 41-yard line, John.
Yeah, it's going to be a personal foul away from the ball. Gabe Duran and one of the Austin High Maroons got into it a little bit. Duran was being pinned to the ground and then kind of pushed the Austin High Maroon off of him. I'm not sure which way this penalty is going to go. Honestly, I was watching it the whole time.
It will be assessed from the end of the run.
So it will be on Austin High. Watching it the whole time, I thought that maybe no call would be in order, nothing too malicious on that play, but nevertheless, a personal foul on Austin High, and 1:19 to go to put a little bit of an exclamation point, as small as it might be, on the end of this season, especially for these seniors. Right now, if you add up the scores from the last 2 seasons, 86-0, Westlake has outscored Austin High. So,
and since 08, it's 195-69, and it remains that way. And now the Chaparrals looking for back-to-back shutouts in 2011 and 2012. Trey Blake, the handoff will go to Yosef De Leon, and De Leon met in the backfield, and it'll be at the 10-yard line where he will come down. So no gain officially on the play, and the final 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining here in the ball game.
Trey Blake, the backup quarterback last year, kind of the assumed starter coming into this year. I think a lot of people probably surprised that John Mansour, the sophomore, took over the starting duties, but clearly something Mike Rosenthal liked from the sophomore, and he really played well tonight, and a good completion percentage as well.
And now Trey Blake's going to run with it. He gets loose at the 15 to the 20, out to the 25-yard line, still dancing his way out to the 30. He'll pick up the first down and a huge gain of 20 yards on the play. And that will be a first down. The clock will stop momentarily here at 37 seconds. And a nice gain there as we see the athleticism of Trey Blake.
Yeah, that's something that John Mansour does not bring to the table. And I wonder if it wouldn't be a good idea to kind of mix it up. I know they do that with Isaiah Jones, but to have 2 guys in the backfield taking snaps, one that can run and throw, and then another guy that's primarily a passer, might be a good change up for their offense, as both guys will be back next season.
And now it'll be Jones. Once again, having to reach to his right to corral the football, bounces it outside to the 30, out to the 35-yard line, and he's knocked down at the 36-yard line on the far side. For Westlake, Andrew Zucker on the far side, and that will do it as the clock shows triple zeros here at the scoreboard at House Park. And for the second time in as many meetings the Chaparral defense has shut out the Austin High Maroons. 52-0 a year ago, 34-0 your final score here as Mike Rosenthal and his Austin High Maroons, hats off to them. They play a much different brand of football. And the former Fighting Irish of Notre Dame offensive lineman, the All-American team captain with Notre Dame while he was there, and of course the NFL veteran of 9 years, has to like where his team is going. And it's a journey, he mentioned it, but one thing that's very apparent, the way Austin High plays, especially on defense, there is a bit of a swagger and an energy level that we have not seen in years past. And the reason for it, their head coach. As Absolutely. We saw in the warm-ups, when your head coach is running your drills and is the most fired up one on the field, you've got the right choice for the head coach of a very difficult coaching job.
Yeah, and I did the pregame interview with him, and he was drenched with sweat from the pregame warm-up, so you just know the energy and the fire that he brings. And you could see it tonight in his team. They didn't give up. They played hard. It's going to be fun to watch this program develop. It's as I mentioned earlier in the game, it's a tough, tough job to be the Austin High head football coach, and it's all about changing the mindset of the players, and it looks like Mike Rosenthal is on his way to doing that.
When we come back after this 2-minute timeout, we'll visit with head coach Darren Allman. Again, your final score from House Park, Westlake 34, Austin High nothing. Back in 2 minutes. This is Westlake football.
This winter, prepare to be amazed as Elisa's Dance Academy and the Westlake Symphonic Orchestra come together to perform a variety of holiday favorites. Join us December 6th, 7th, and 8th as the Westlake Technical Entertainment Crew and Lexus of Austin present the Nutcracker Spectacular. Tickets are on sale now. Get them online at WHSTEC.com or by phone at 474-5664.
On game days, you see me running out here with close to 100 other people. It's a team effort. It takes all of us to make UT football a success. It's a lot like you and your finances. You need to surround yourself with the best people in the business. That's where University Federal Credit Union comes in. The UFCU team works hard to make sure your financial game plan is always in shape. University of Texas Athletics and University Federal. So close, we share the same name.
At age 40, attorney and Marine Corps reservist David Little was the picture of health until the left side of his body went completely numb.
We were on the phone while he was driving home when he suddenly stopped talking.
My dad had a stroke when he was driving me home.
I'm just really glad he ended up at St. David's, South Austin.
St. David's, South Austin saved my life.
Do you know what to do in an emergency? Visit stdavids.com to learn more.
Yep. And we welcome you back to House Park, a victorious House Park for the visiting team. Westlake victorious over Austin High, 34-0. We go down to the field with Matt Nader. Here's Darren Allman.
Coach, congratulations on the 34-0 shutout. It's not always how you start, but rather how you finish. Talk a little bit about the character of your team, your seniors. You're starting your run for the 5A Texas State Championship. What's going on?
You just said it, man. It's a great night for our seniors, a great way to finish the regular season and project us into the playoffs. Our defense played absolutely great and got us out of some situations when we weren't doing very well offensively, and that's kind of been our story this year. And real proud of how we came out in the second half and turned it up a notch. And, you know, with a 17-point lead, sometimes that's hard to do, and they were mature enough to do it. And got some big pass plays. That was good to see. Jordan connecting with Brandon a couple times down the field, converted on some third downs, and defense just flew to the ball tremendously. And so we're going to have to continue to do that on defense. We've got Hendrickson coming up, and it's going to be a war. They've got a great back and a great team, the district champion out of District 16 over there. They ran the table in that district. And so Friday night, Kelly Reeves Stadium, 7:30, and one step at a time, and it's going to be a great night. We need our fans to be there. We need our help, and we need a big crowd and all the support that we can get. It's going to be a great football game, but one that we should go get.
All right, Coach Allman, we're behind you, sir.
All right, thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, Matt Nader down on the sidelines again, sporting the Texas Longhorn T-shirt there. We know where his loyalties lie as the lifetime Longhorn and lifetime Shap visits with Darren Allman. He said it, not the greatest of games, certainly a lot of things to work on going into what is going to be the bi-district week against a very tough Hendrickson football team. Hendrickson features the run, but tonight it was all about the seniors and getting on the right page, at least playing one good half of football. I think that was achieved by the Chaparrals in the third quarter when they started things off.
Yeah, you can certainly tell that Coach Allman was much happier with the second half. They played well. They ran the ball well. We heard at halftime, Coach said that we want to run the ball more, and we want the offensive line to play a little better. Well, they certainly did in the second half, and they really cut down on the mistakes, which they're going to have to do come playoff time. And you talked about it, Hendrickson being a run-first team. Samaj Pirine, 1,790 yards on the season, one of the top running backs in Central Texas. It's going to be a tough task for this Westlake defense. We know that they can be up to it. We've seen this Westlake defense play tremendous football, especially late here in the season. So it'll be a fun game next week at the Palace.
With a defense, you can do anything, and that's exactly what Darren Allman is proving. Once again, a shutout of Austin High. Again, next week we will have the live broadcast for you as Westlake takes on Hendrickson out of the Pflugerville Independent School District, and of course, it'll be a matchup you'll find right on YNN Sports, cable channel 1509, as you'll be able to watch the replay of this game on channel 1509 on Sunday morning. That's YNN Sports in the HD tier, channel 408 in the regular tier, the standard definition, and you'll be able to watch that at 9 a.m. For all the good folks that helped put this one together, and believe me, it was an effort. My thanks to Shaps TV, Jeff Strange, and of course David Poole, Dale Baker putting together the graphics for us, and all of the good folks at back at the radio station as well. We'll go ahead and end it here for our television broadcast. We'll come back with a post-game show on the radio. Again, the final score from House Park, Westlake victorious over Austin High 34-0. For John Nidell, Abe Garcia, and Matt Nader, I'm Joe Taylor. Good night from downtown Austin.